All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me here this evening on Tyrant Slayer Studios. We are live once again, and tonight's focus is going to be on Connecticut State Trooper Michael Ostrowski. Now, on June the 3rd, I attempted to enter the Rockville Family Courthouse undercover. I was undercover. I was not holding a camera. It was not known to anybody that I was recording. This is going to be a audio recording. There is some video I have to show to you guys involving this incident, but most of what you're going to get tonight is going to be audio from within the courthouse, which will show you what happened when I went to pick up my records on June the 3rd, which were prepared by the head custodian of records, Miss Sharon Rosado. I was in close email correspondence with her. She confirmed in writing that she had personally prepared the transcripts that I had ordered for me and personally put them in the basket for me to be picked up. Now, a fee waiver was granted by the judge for these transcripts. I did go through all of the official channels and did everything by the letter of the book to acquire these transcripts, and wait until you see, or hear rather, what happens when I attempted to do just that. Now, Michael Ostrowski has been working for state police for some time, and through public information in 2018, it became publicly known that his reported pay was $134,000 a year. $134,465.95 he made in 2018 anyway. This is actually 122.3% higher than the average pay for state employees and 103.9% higher than the national average of government employees. Now, wait until you hear how this man treats the public, innocent people. What this man did to me in this courthouse is illegal. It's a crime. Okay. This man is a threat to Connecticut citizens. He is a threat. He is an armed threat. This man has a gun. Okay. He is a threat to the safety and well-being of all the Connecticut citizens in this state, not just in his county. This man is a loose cannon. He's a megalomaniac. He is a criminal, and we are going to expose him here as such. We are going to sue him for deprivation of rights under the color of law, for violating our Fourth Amendment rights in our courthouse. And without further ado, I guess I should get going on that. If I have an audio issue, if you guys cannot hear what I'm about to play for you, it's going to start out with video. If you can't hear it, press 2. If you've got good audio, press 1 for me. Just put 1 in the chat for me. I'm going to go ahead and get this up for you now. Here we go.
I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means, on infiltration instead of invasion.
You have all the money in the world. You have all the power you need. What's the point? What's the end goal? Like I said, the end goal is to get everybody chipped. To control the whole society.
What's your name and your badge number?
Party in the garden, the tower's falling, looking for summertime.
Subject 97, he's fishing. He also has an AR-15 and a Glock.
Unified, feeling oh so unified. In the lockdown, in the lockdown.
I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
Every day, it's a gift. That's why we call it the blessing. We were born on the little bus trip. I was in the garden just having a laugh, till I met a monster cross my path. Hey girl, do you want some more trilla? I could get you lit up one of two ways. What's it gonna be, man? What's it gonna be, man? Said I felt like the whole world was begging me to rain fire above upon my enemies, till the love washed over me, till I let the love wash over me. Said I forgot the whole world begging me to rain fire above upon my enemies, till the love washed over me, till I let the love wash over me every day. Seeking that's why all the blessing. Every day. Seeking that's why all the blessing.
Gracious cheers! Can we be saved?
We were going in a direction that was irreversible. This was not an election. This was a revolution. This was irregular warfare at its finest. We have what we call citizen journalists. We have an army of digital soldiers. You're here because you've made a decision about something in your life. You can't sit back. You have a responsibility. We must. You have to fight for this country.
He's going to be biblical.
Well, what's suspicious about just walking in public? I think a lot of what police do is suspicious, but
I'm sure you do, but that's why I'm checking on you.
Sir, you do not have permission to open my door. I don't have to roll the window down. Give me my paperwork.
Why am I being asked to leave? Yeah.
Excuse me. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, a little error. Little error there. All right. So around here at the Rockville Family Court, we got scumbag number one. Actually, that guy was kind of cool. Let's see if he'll state his name for the record. Hey! Sorry about that. Just like to know if you'd like to state your name for the record. Not that you did anything wrong, but...
yeah, Trooper Kyle Calabera.
Very well done, sir. Hey, very well done. You ought to teach the other officers how to do that. Thank you. Take a look in the car here. What we got? Anything good? Any personal information available? Violating anybody else's right to stay a guy? Hey, you want to state your name for the record? Yeah, but I'm asking you to identify again for the record on video. You don't want to do that for me? It's no wonder why you only got one stripe. Got anything in that vehicle I need to know about? Yeah. You're dismissed. Dismissed. Dismissed! How are you guys? Yep.
What do you got there?
My media equipment. Cameras and recording devices and paperwork and documentation. I have official business here, not only as press, but as a self-representing party in a civil case.
What do you have here?
Oh, this is my my press lanyard.
You didn't have the mask.
Yeah, my mask is in my bag. We're gonna scan it through?
Nope.
Oh, all right. You know the mandate's been lifted, right? You know, there is no mandate requiring me to wear a mask, so why are you guys making me wear one? Yeah, I do have a mask, but I'm asking you guys for clarification.
Because in all state buildings, you got to have it on.
Not according to the mandate. According to the governor's mandate, you're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So are you going to force me to put on a mask or what? Are you going to deny me entry to my public services if I don't put on a mask against the governor's mandate? Or can I enter my courthouse freely, unobstructed?
Do you have a mask on?
Yeah, I do have a mask, and I'm willing to put it on, but I don't see...
That's all we're asking.
Okay, you're asking, right? You're not demanding.
Right.
Okay, so if I prefer not to wear a mask because of my high blood pressure and the high stress situation that I'm in, would you guys be willing to accommodate my health needs so that I can conduct my business here today?
Let Lieutenant run through there. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Well, I don't want to argue. I just want to conduct my business.
It's a simple thing. Just put on a mask. That's what the state requires.
No, that's not what the state requires. That's what the state did require, but the mandate no longer requires that, sir. Okay, so what is your name?
Wansek.
I'm sorry?
Wansek.
Wansek, you want to write that down for me, please?
You can write it down yourself.
Well, I don't want to misspell it.
Here either, so you have to leave
I'm not recording anything.
You have to leave the building.
I'm not recording anything. Nothing is recording here. My camera's in my bag. I have a mask in my bag. I'm asking for clarification. Okay, so I need your name. I need your name. And I'll be calling the Deputy Chief of Marshals as soon as I get out of here and reporting you. Here you go, buddy. You want to give me one of the trays for my phone and my other stuff? And what is your name? Batty? Batty 2008? Is it a... Oh, that's your serving since date. 410, badge number 410. There you go. Thank you for violating my rights and endangering my health today. You will be sued. That? Pretty swift, huh? Deputy Chief and the Chief of Marshals going to get to know you very well. And you will. You get the best attorney in the nation behind me now. That means the circus. Can you write that down for me, please? No, you're my public servant, and I'm asking you to do it. I'd hate to misspell it, and any other identifying information you could put on there for me so that I can properly identify you.
Name and badge number.
Do you mind if I take a picture of that?
Marshall Halleck.
No, you can't take a picture inside the court.
I'm not in the court. This is a
In
public
the building.
lobby.
You cannot take a picture in the building.
This is a public lobby.
You cannot take a picture inside the building. Okay?
Okay. Do you have a statute that tells me I can't? Because I have the First Amendment that tells me I can.
Okay, outside.
What's outside?
That's your First Amendment right. You can do it outside, not in the building. You cannot take pictures in the building.
Okay, here's a really simple question for you folks. Is this a public lobby? Is this a public lobby? It's a yes or no question. Yes, it is a public lobby, which means my First Amendment protects and affords me the right to film my public officials in the course of their public duties.
You cannot record us in the building. You
already
know this.
No, yeah, I know for a fact I'm right and that you're wrong. So I'll be right back. You stand here and you stand here. I'm going to write your names down. I'm going to go get something to write with. Don't go anywhere. You're being detained.
A month ago, I'd say.
Pencil and paper. Oh, what a shit show these fucking tyrants are. Been working here with these tyrants very long?
Where?
Here with these tyrants.
Oh, no.
You know, the laws don't apply to them. You know, do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. Like the First Amendment doesn't work in public lobbies anymore. We don't have rights as Americans.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really nice in this tyrannical, socialist, feminazi, Democrat police state. Yeah. Name and badge number.
Marshall Halleck, 122.
Halleck, and what was it? 122?
122.
How long you been on the force?
2 2 years. Not answering any more questions.
Clerk's office? Yeah. What is it? You need to file the paperwork?
And your supervisor's name, sir? Your direct supervisor.
Wanzik.
Wanzik? That was the skinny, lanky guy that doesn't know the law that come out of the back office there?
And then they'll let you know what you need to fill out.
Oh, that's that guy? Yeah, okay, I'm going to need his ID too. And you, Diaz. What's your badge number, Diaz?
Right there.
Is that what you say to the judge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is how you treat all the members of the public that are asking you simple civil questions to identify? Is that what they trained you to do? I didn't get your badge number. Is that how they trained you? They say, hey, when a citizen asks you what your badge number is, you say right there, right? Yeah, I don't think that's what your training says. So, your part. Your name and badge number, please.
Restricted areas, sir. I already gave it to you.
I didn't hear it.
Sorry, I already gave it to you once already. I'll give it to you again once.
Can you spell that for me?
W-A-N-C-Z-Y-K.
W-A-N-C-Z-Y-K?
Yes.
And your badge number, Wanzik?
Sir, could you back up? You're impeding progress here.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk to this gentleman. Yeah, what is your badge number, Mr. Wanzik?
87 for the third time, sir.
87? 87. And do you have a supervisor's name for me?
Yes, I do.
What is that, sir?
Chief Robinson.
Chief Robinson. Do you have a card or any contact information for him? What office I can reach? I'm sorry? 20 Card Street.
Wait for the metal detector, please.
20. Yeah, well, you could have come out here and talked to me like a civil human being, but you like to play games because you're a little tyrant. Yeah. You're not going to be getting any retirement, buddy. All right.
Going back to the order. And it's for
Oh, yeah.
the report back in 21 days. Nothing stops it, terminates it.
Application, is this on just April 30th?
Yeah. That's what happened when they showed up.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
And then there was more things entered.
The court also finds that the applicant has met the burden by the evidence and has ordered that the temporary order entered shall be sustained as is for just 21 days. So in other words, they would have to be
There would have to be another one.
They'd have to do another one. I'm afraid that Delta comes on. Right?
The 21 days is passed.
Oh, that's definitely true on that.
Mr. Wanzik, do you have any sort of literature, an order from the judge restricting press from filming in public accessibly areas?
Yes, you have to contact the Chief Court Administrator's Office for you to do that.
He'll have a copy of that? He will have a copy of that for me?
Give you that information.
Is there an order restricting access? And you said yes? Or do I have to call him to get the answer? Because you're being very nice.
Call him to get the answer.
Do you have a phone number for me?
I do not.
Yeah. Naturally. So you don't know how to get a hold of your supervisor?
Wait for the metal detector.
So you don't... Why, there's nobody coming in. I'm not impeding any business here, so don't try to get funny with me, okay, pal?
I don't want to make you laugh. I just want to...
Yeah, you're not very funny in a humorous way. You're funny in a kind of a bombastic, irresponsible, insubordinate way.
He thinks that when we did that zone, we heard it would be continued. I'm
Well,
not
there
right.
is a report that.
Okay.
Do you know when that is?
I have it.
Okay, yeah.
So
maybe when you have your report back, you guys, I mean, you're the council, I'm
Yes.
just giving you suggestions.
I appreciate
Maybe
that.
you can suggest.
Boy, these marshals are dumb.
I like the way you think. But yeah, I know. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I don't hear that often. Can I open that conversation?
Go ahead, buddy.
I have a case on for tomorrow at 12.
Okay.
I got a letter. My girlfriend did something with it and I can't find it.
What kind of case?
It's a housing.
Okay.
And it's
all cases are housing or held remotely.
yeah, we don't have access to a computer.
Do you have a cell phone? You can do it with a cell phone.
No, you can't do it here with somebody?
I can see how you go about setting up the mediation room.
Yes.
I don't know how to go about doing that, but let me look into it for you.
Andrews, it's Andrews Newmarker. It's for 12 tomorrow.
Boy, these guys just lost their qualified immunity right at the door. Not too swift. Not too swift.
Just give me 1 minute, sir.
Sure.
Deprivation of rights under the color of law is punishable by a $75,000 fine and up to a year.
All right.
Can I help you?
Yes, I would like to pick up some court documents that were set aside for me. The docket number is TD. I'm sorry, it's right there up at the top. They were prepared some time ago. I've been asking you guys for weeks to mail them to no avail. It seems like people here just do whatever they want.
Oh, okay. So when did you request them?
I don't know, maybe 3-4 months ago.
So why wouldn't you come sooner and ask for them?
I've been in electronic correspondence with people and have been asking for them to no avail. The simple question of asking you guys to mail them is too much to get a response to, so I'm here to pick them up today. They're court transcripts. They're records of my court case relevant to that docket number right there. These transcripts have already been prepared for me to pick up, so they should be somewhere.
Okay, let me go talk to the monitor.
I need that.
You're all set to use our mediation room. Your hearing's at 12, so I suggest you come at 11:45.
11:45. All right. Is there somebody who's going to help me represent myself? Or?
No.
No?
We don't have a time.
You just check this out, though.
Okay,
do you have the original, the papers from Rockville?
This is Rockville.
Do you have the original ones? Because this is, I think, filed from New York. I believe.
What do you mean filed in New York?
Because he's from, this is State of Connecticut Superior Court.
Okay.
And, like on number 4, it says the date payment has not been received.
Okay.
And here's I got all this stuff right here.
Okay.
That's like that and
Are you gonna submit these as evidence?
Yes.
As exhibits?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's a couple more steps you have to do then. You're the defendant, so you have to mark every exhibit with one of these blue stickers. There's a docket number, an exhibit A, exhibit B.
Okay,
and so forth.
cool.
But you also have to make sure you send the other side a copy before your hearing date.
How do I send it?
Anywhere you want. You can drop it off in their mailbox. You're waiting for the day.
He's in New York. It's tomorrow.
I'm not being sarcastic, but you should have thought about that until 4 o'clock the night before your hearing. And if the other side doesn't have a copy, and the judge doesn't have a copy, he may not let you introduce those as evidence. Because everybody has to have the same thing that you're going to present to the court as your evidence.
All right. How many can I get?
Well, how many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5.
I don't know. Maybe you can email. You can scan it and email it to him somehow. I'm sure you'll come up with a way. Maybe you go to Staples or UPS and pay a little fee and have them fax it to or fax it to them or send it to them.
So I have 5 of these. What's this here?
And go over that. Anytime a party enters an exhibit, they have to fill out an exhibit list. So all your information, the case name, the docket number, tomorrow's date. So just say this, you're going to list this as, so you're going to list this as exhibit A. Right here, you have to.
Awesome. All right.
If you're going to list this as exhibit A, you have to put right here in the line exhibit A what it is. If you're going to do an exhibit B, you say this one, you're going to have to say a copy of Campbell check. And send it to the other side with a copy of all that.
So I need to
label it.
Do I have to label this or not? No. Yes?
Yeah.
Let's get the label too, so I need one more then.
No.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Well, I mean, and then but you have to put the docket number and A on the first one, B on the second one.
Okay, and some more help with this.
I know, but I really can't stand here and help you label everything and write everything up because I have a line at the door. So you can always go to the court service center next door and help.
What's that?
You can go to the court service center right next door.
Oh, right next door? Okay, that's cool.
How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Okay. We're all set for now?
So next door they're going to...
I don't know. Are we all set for now?
I'm asking you. You don't want to cause a problem, I guess.
Who's been causing the problem?
In the court
You.
service center.
Oh, I haven't.
Thank you very much.
You didn't come in here without a
Take one more
mask.
sticker.
No, I told them I had a mask, and I asked them
I'm
for
sorry.
clarification on the
Okay,
mandate
but
and whether or
again,
not it was required.
Stop. I'm talking. Okay. Excuse me? I'm talking to you.
I would rather not have this consensual contact and just.
Well, first of all, we are going to
conducting-
have this talk. Okay.
Finish conducting my business
No,
here.
we're having a talk. Okay. I got called in specifically because you caused a problem.
I haven't committed a crime.
Okay.
I haven't committed a crime. You have no business.
Yes, I do. Stop.
Encroaching on my
Stop.
rights here.
You got a license?
I have a license.
Yeah. Do you have an ID on you? So I know.
No,
who
I
you are.
don't.
Why is that?
Because I didn't drive here.
You don't have an ID at all?
No.
Then how can you do business here if they don't know who you are?
Because I just gave them my docket number and I can confirm who I am.
Really? How can you confirm?
I don't think that's any of your concern.
Stop.
I'm not doing anything
Yes,
wrong.
you are.
I'm waiting for the lady to bring me my transcripts. I've come
And I'm talking to you right now.
Okay, you're yelling at me right now.
Because you're not listening.
I don't have to listen to unlawful directives.
It is not unlawful. It is lawful.
This is-
You caused a commotion.
A commotion is not a crime.
Yes, it is.
And I didn't cause a commotion.
It's called a disturbance.
I asked questions that these people don't like answering. If that's what's considered a commotion
they
under
asked
the
you to
law,
put a mask on. You didn't put a mask on.
and I told them I would put a mask on. That's why I'm wearing a mask.
Now you are. You
Before
weren't
I
initially.
entered the building, I put the mask on before I even went through the metal detector.
Really?
So you're wrong.
Then they're just making things up.
The gentleman right there at the belt made me put my mask on. This guy made me put it slip down while I'm talking to this guy. Yeah, it's been slipping down. Okay, so before I even entered this courthouse, the gentleman right there made me put my mask on before I even ran my
what's your
bag
last
through the
name?
conveyor.
What's your last name? What's your last name?
I'm
What
going
is
to
your
find
last?
out.
What is
I'm
your
gonna
last
find
name?
out. It's all public information.
What's your last name?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
I haven't broken a law, sir.
Yes, you have.
Respectfully.
You're starting right now because you're going to start
Ostrowski.
interfering.
I'm not interfering.
Yes, you are, because I'm asking a question. What's your last name?
Riley.
R-I-L-E-Y? R-I-L-E-Y or no?
No.
Then what is it?
Can you ask me nicely?
What is your last name, sir?
Riley. R-E-I-L-L-Y. Thank you for being cordial.
R-E-
Time since this engagement.
R-E...
My name's Tim Riley,
Can you
and
spell
I'm
it
coming
again?
for your job, pal.
Can you spell it again, please?
R-E-I-L-L-Y.
R-E-I...
I'm well known. Believe me, your department is well aware of who I am.
It doesn't matter. What's your first name?
Huh?
O-S-T...
O-S-T.
R-O-W-S-K-I. Badge number is 1393. You want the phone number to barracks, you can call and make a complaint.
I'm not going to file a complaint. I'll have my attorney.
860-896-3200. And what is your first name again?
Deprivation of rights under the color of law.
What is your first name again?
My first name is Timothy.
First of all, can you stand back?
Third time.
Okay.
Why, do you feel threatened by me? You have a gun. I don't.
What does that got to do with it? It's called personal space, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay? And don't encroach on it, okay?
Okay, well, you're encroaching on my personal liberty to engage in a...
No, we're not.
Yeah, sure
We
you
got
are.
called in for a disturbance, and I want to know who you are.
There is no unlawful disturbance. Me asking them questions and for clarification on the governor's mandate is not disorderly conduct, it's not breach of peace, and it's not a disturbance.
Mr. Riley,
you can
what's
go
your
ahead
first name?
and feel that way, but you're not the feelings police,
Whatever.
you're law enforcement.
Whatever.
I haven't broken a law here.
Whatever.
I haven't broken...
You're getting to the point because you're not giving me your name.
I've already given you my name like 5 times.
No, you gave me your last name.
I gave you my first name. I gave him my first
What's
name.
your
I've said
first
it loud
name?
and clear. Did you hear my first and last name?
I just got him in. I'm sorry.
My name's Tim Riley. Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, there you go.
Timothy.
It's Tim Riley.
What's your middle initial?
M.
M?
M.
Okay. What's your date of birth?
6/13/82. What's your date of birth?
I'm not going to give it to you.
Oh.
I gave you my bedroom.
Where do you live? Do you have any weapons on you I need to know about?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm uneducated, never graduated high school. What else do you need to know? What's your
Why
address?
you're a cop. My address.
I'm really not, so don't worry about it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What's
You're
your address?
real professional.
You're the one that's not acting professional.
I'm being violated.
Really?
I'm here to conduct business,
And again-
now I have police
and
up my
again,
ass.
We're asking you. what's
My
your
health
address?
has been endangered. My rights are being violated.
Good.
Deprivation
You got
of
a
rights
phone
under
number
the
to make
color
a
of law.
complaint.
No, I'm not going to go that channel. I'm going to go right to the district attorney's office.
That is fine. You can go to GA19. I don't care. Go ahead.
And I'll
What's
be
your
going to
address?
the town attorney's office too.
Good.
Yeah.
You can go to the government.
And you
office.
think nothing's going to happen to you, don't you?
Go ahead. What's your address?
46 Oakwood Lane, Columbia, Connecticut, 06237. Come on over anytime. Anytime. Just make sure you announce yourself first.
And what's the town?
Columbia, for the second time.
Because you're speaking too fast, sir. Okay?
Well, I have a lot to do today, and I'm in a rush, and now you're holding me up for no good reason because I haven't broken a law.
I've explained this to you several times.
Your explaining is not relevant to the actual real life circumstances here.
You're right.
Yeah, that's right. I haven't broken a law.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. You guys aren't feelings police, and your feelings don't matter.
We all set with him for now or no? I think so.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Run my name. Big deal.
You're going to tell me how to do my job?
I can. You work for me. You're my public servant. You're my public servant. I don't work for you.
I don't work for
And I don't answer any more questions. How about that?
Okay.
You're dismissed.
Wow. Sweet.
How long have you been on the force, Mr.
Calvary.
Calvary? Yeah, that's a little confusing.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
Yeah, right on.
7 years.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, You just came in here and what you're asking about their posted
I have business here.
Okay.
I have a civil case here. I'm conducting official business. He doesn't like the fact that I'm also press, and I question him about being able to film in publicly accessible lobbies. He's failed to produce a court order that says that I cannot film in publicly accessible lobbies. He's been very vague in all of his answers and insubordinate in his duties today.
Did you get his name and stuff that you need from him?
Oh, yeah. He's going to be brought up on deprivation of rights under the color of law, and he's going to pay a $75,000 fine.
Mr. Riley, I guess you're looking for transcripts?
Yes, that is correct.
And he's going to explain to me that you have to go someplace else to go.
Oh, really? Because they told me that they were here.
Did you order them already?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Paid for them?
They're not ordered or paid.
They are ordered. I can show you proof of that right now. And I didn't have to pay for them because the
The chief court reporter says they're not ordered and they're not paid for.
Okay, well, here's what this lady says. She tells me they're ready to be picked up, and I've already put in the paperwork for the judge so that I don't have to pay for them.
Just tell us who it is. That's all.
Oh, just give me a moment, please. Excuse me, I'd like some privacy. You're in my personal space.
How's that? Okay.
Fine. Right where he is.
Well, that's your opinion, but I'm standing here. You're not.
Argue with you, okay?
So don't.
I wasn't. But I'm trying to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, new fee waiver, correct.
Just bear with me, please. Thank you for your patience. But I am going to be able to prove to you with your own documents that they have been ordered and the judge waived the fee. So I don't know where you're getting your information from, but it's the wrong place.
From the chief court monitor.
Well, that's a shame because that's inaccurate information.
I mean, I have to go by what she tells me. I mean, I don't do transcripts.
What's her name?
That's Sharon Rosado.
Sharon Rosado. Yeah, that's the lady I talked to.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, so hang on now. I got an email in her writing right here.
When did you get it?
I'll tell you in a second. April. See, she gave me the fee waiver. I filled out this fee waiver. I filled all this stuff out. And...
Well, this is what she just sent us today, on June 3rd.
Yeah, well, just a moment, please. I want to show you that she says they're here and ready for me to be picked up.
Let's see that.
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. Just give me a second. There's like 12 emails between the two of us here.
I know you've ordered quite a few transcripts.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten any of them yet. You're obstructing my right to due process, and it's all hurting my daughter. I have every reason to be upset with you people here. Every reason. Okay, directed me to Sharon, thank you. Oh, that's Roy Smith. We want Sharon. Come on, where is it?
Okay. I mean, that was printed today, so whatever happened before that.
She's a chief court reporter, so
okay.
I can't overturn anything she has to say. I don't provide them, she does.
Yep. Those are the rules, those are the rules.
There was, she says right here, as far as not receiving transcripts, I looked through my records in your last transcript order, dated 9/5/2020, requesting 2 hearings from 9/2/2020 and 8/31/2020. There was an accompanying fee waiver signed by Judge Ostrowski, granting you these transcripts, but not the audio that I requested. She went on further to advise me that all of these transcripts were prepared and ready for me to be picked up.
Well, You can call Sharon if there's out of direction. She's not in this building. So.
Do you have a number for her, sir?
Fucking Christ. I'll provide you with the number, Mr. Riley. And I'm Roy Smith, by the way. The guy you called an asshole?
Yeah.
That's right. I'll pass.
All right. Well, you were being an asshole.
Well, sir, that's
if you had any idea what you were involved in, you would feel like an asshole.
Well, it takes one to know.
Well, I mean, hey, you work in the public, you got to be able to take the criticism, you know? Redressing our servants is a right we hold so dearly.
Listen, Mr. Riley, you have a wonderful rest of your day.
I certainly will, sir.
Right,
and you try to do so as well, all right?
It's been a pleasure.
It certainly has. All right, so... Now, if I get clarification from Sharon here today in reference to these emails and stuff, and it turns out that these records are here.
Well, you're not going to get them from us. You'll get them from her.
Where is she? In a different building?
In the other building. She's at GA19.
Oh, just around the corner.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay?
Thanks. So I'll just go down there, and we'll see if those guys want to deprive my rights under the color of law, too.
Call first before you go up there.
I don't have to call, but I'll try. I mean, maybe she's not the only one that can help me there. Maybe.
No, she's the official court report. She's the only one that can help.
No.
So give her a call before you go up there.
Are you her supervisor? Aren't you the head clerk?
I am.
So while I have you here, can you just answer me a simple question?
Yes.
If I come here as a self-representing party and I need an exhibit form and exhibit stickers.
I think we went through that when I
Yeah, and you told me to make all my correspondence electronically and stuff?
You called me an asshole when I sent you the email. So you've already got my response. I suggest you read it again.
Yeah, well, your clerks are out of control.
Once again, I suggest you read my response again.
I know, it was not a valid response. It didn't address any issues.
Our conversation is done.
Okay, you're dismissed. Thank you. Be safe out there, buddy. I certainly will. You too. And there you have it. That's what happened. Now, these records that I'm after contain evidence of multiple crimes committed by multiple judges. And still yet, I've only been able to acquire 2 of those transcripts. I've been after this stuff for almost a year now. You even hear Roy Smith say, oh, well, I know you ordered quite a few transcripts. And you hear me say, yeah, that's right. And I haven't gotten any of them yet. They contain evidence of the crimes that the judges are committing. They're not even following the rules of the Connecticut practice book. And I mentioned the rules that were broken, ignored, dismissed, just, meaningless to these judges, to the state's attorney I talked to yesterday. And she is appalled. I mean, she even knows that these people are breaking the law. She doesn't specialize in capias. It's not her forte, but she knows enough about capias to know you can't impose a civil capias on a father attached to a $5,000 bond to get him to relinquish his legal custodianship and guardianship over his child. That's what this judge did. Yeah. And the blonde that I originally talked to when she said she'd go look for my records, she's one of the court monitors who's been recording the transcripts in my case. And I have tangible physical evidence, video evidence, of her forging court record. Right down to the time of day of the next hearing, all on the whims of I presume the judge is an alcoholic. Doesn't even look like she brushes her hair before she walks into that courtroom. I had a hearing set for 9:30 a.m. Tuesday on date XYZ. I've got that recorded on video. Video recorded. The next day I show up at 9 o'clock in the morning for my 9:30 hearing. They make me wait around until about 12:30 in the afternoon. And I'm cursing my public servants. I'm cursing out the judge who isn't there, and I'm saying, gee, I wonder what would have happened if I didn't show up to court and I was 4 hours, 3 hours late. I wonder what the court would do about that. Maybe make rulings and do whatever it wants and just call me a no-show. Yeah, that's absolutely what would have happened. But here, when it's the judge who can't roll out of bed due to her hangover until 12 o'clock in the afternoon and can't get in to preside over our bench until 12:30 without brushing her hair, the court monitor will just change the record. She literally said to me, "Oh, I wrote the record. I'm looking at the record. The judge clearly said 12:30." Oh, really? Cool. So you're forging court records at the whims of the judge. Judge wants you to change the record so that the judge doesn't look like an unreliable lush. Certainly seems like the judge is a lush. I've got a ton more video to come out for you guys. If you tuned into the live stream this morning, I did inform the audience here that I was able to conduct a successful First Amendment audit at Rockville Family Court right after I left the Superior Criminal Court across the street yesterday after my conversation with the state's attorney, who is moving to drop all the charges. I'm going to have that video up for you guys tomorrow. I was trying to get it done today, but got to remember I got 4 children here, and I got tied up on the telephone today with Connecticut State Police fighting for my property. They still have my property. And they're lying about when the warrant was signed. And the warrant application is illegal because the arrest was illegal and the seizure of property was illegal. So I let state police know that every day they hold on to my phone, it's going to cost them $250,000. And I'm going to go ahead and call the city attorney tomorrow, and I'm going to let him know the same thing too. I bet you I'll get my phone back really fast. I bet you I'll have my phone back by the end of the week in my thumb drive. You know? So, yeah, lots to come out with. I'm gonna give you guys the audio recording I had with the state's attorney. I got a bunch of stuff to give you guys. Here, I got a little treat for you. I'll give you the audio of my call to Trooper Ostrowski the day after, or a couple days after. I think I called him Saturday. That was Thursday, June 3rd. I called him Saturday, June the 5th. I left him a message. You guys want to hear the message? Push 1 in the live chat if you want to hear what I said to Trooper Ostrowski, what I left to him on his voicemail. I'll go ahead and dig it up now. Let me see. That's going to be this, right? There we go. Yeah, I got it. I think I could play that for you guys. All right, cool. I'll play it for you. Let me see if I can add it into the stream here. Remove from studio. Share. I'll share video file. Share screen. How can I do this for you guys? Maybe I could just let me know if you guys can hear this. Hang on a second. We'll do that. Open her up, hit play, and then we go share screen, and we go to Groove Music, share. Now let me know if you guys got audio. Press 1 if you can hear that. Here we go.
Hey, please, Trooper Grill. Can I speak with Trooper Ostrowski, please?
He's not working right now, but I can put you through his voicemail.
Perfect.
Awesome. Give me 1 second.
Reached Trooper Ostrowski, 1393 at Troop C. I'm unavailable. Give your name, phone number, and a brief message. I'll return your call as soon as possible.
Yeah, good morning, Chip for Brains. This is Tim Riley. You violated my rights at the courthouse a couple days ago. Remember that? You're in violation of Connecticut General Statutes 53-37B.
and Title 18, Section 242 U.S. Code. This is my verbal notice of intent to sue the shit out of you and criminally prosecute you for violating my constitutional rights. And you violated my Fourth Amendment right. You had no investigation. There was no crime. Forcing me to identify under the threat of duress, as you were absolutely fixing to arrest me, should I have not surrendered my Fourth Amendment right to you, and you would have seized all my property, illegally arrested me. Obstructing an investigation would be a secondary crime, and there was no primary crime. I'm putting you on notice right now. I want your body cam footage. I want the call into dispatch. I want the Marshal Wazik, who filed the false police report, charged with filing a false police report. I want a copy of the call that went into dispatch. I want the audio. And I want record of the entire thing, along with your buddy, too, who seems to be a much better public servant than you, as, his training has paid off. He had no problem identifying to me, give me his name, give me his badge number on camera and stuff. But unfortunately, because he was with you, he is essentially just as guilty as you, and it's fucking pigs like you that turn good cops into criminals like you. I hope you have a good day off beating your wife and your dog or whatever it is you're doing. Enjoy it while it lasts, pal, because your career is over and you're fucking mine. Have a good day. Not my classiest moment, but I think very appropriate, to say the least. I think that guy deserved every bit of that voice message. Some of you may disagree, and that's okay. But I got a ton of stuff for you guys. I think you're really going to enjoy the audit I did at this very same courthouse. You're really going to enjoy my conversation with the state's attorney. I've got a ton of conversation with the arresting officer who falsely arrested me. I guess what's most funny about all of this is I've been after charging my ex with perjury. She's probably got like 117 counts of perjury in these court transcripts, and also contempt outside of the presence of the judge, which are both, the perjury is a felony criminal statute here in the state of Connecticut, and the contempt is, I believe it's misdemeanor, but I'm not entirely sure. Now, I've called this state police troop and tried to report these crimes. And they just hang up on me. They yell at me. They argue with me. They tell me they're not going to investigate. In fact, one of the best quotes yet that you guys will hear soon enough as this week progresses, one of the best quotes from, I think it was Captain Palmer down there. He says, "We don't investigate perjury. If we investigated everybody's perjury allegations, then the prisons would be filled." Well, that's a serious problem. Because right now, the perjury that's taking place in my family court case has left a minor child exposed to people high on heroin and prostitution and drugs, fentanyl, crack cocaine. There's guys with, felony illegal possession of firearms, carrying drugs and shit with my daughter in the car. Right? See why perjury is a bad thing now? Shit for brains, Captain Palmer? Huh? Right? So for months, I'm fighting with the police to investigate criminal violations of our state statutes, and they don't do anything. It took me getting arrested on November 29th. It took the arrest to get the state police to realize what in the ever-loving fuck is going on and how they're liable. Now, all of a sudden, they want to help investigate. Now, all of a sudden, they call me and the communication is great and they're treating me like a human being for the first time in my whole life. It's really, really sad that I had to get arrested and all of this had to happen over the last year in order for the right thing to actually begin happening. It's terrible. It's terrible. And I am not going to stop. I am going to sue the shit out of all of these people. I'm going to criminally prosecute these marshals, the court monitor, the judges, Roy Smith, everybody. Everybody involved in hurting my daughter in the last year is going to pay so dearly. They have no idea the size and the speed of the train that is going to be coming through their train station. I think Trooper Davis gets it, though. He's been really nice to me. He doesn't want to be in that path. I'll tell you that right now. And I just might let that man off the hook. Maybe. So, yeah, plenty more to come. I guess we can get back with you guys tomorrow. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to take a scroll through all these comments here. I'm going all the way up to the top. I'll work my way down. If you got any questions, rifle away. If you'd like to get on panel and talk to me about anything, here is the link to do that. Paste. Boom. If you'd like to get on panel, I just threw the link in chat for panel. Who's Your News Now? Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. News Now, Connecticut. Keep on holding them tyrants accountable out there in Vernon. We love you, sir. You've been very supportive, a very loyal fan. I appreciate the ride from court the other day, my guy. Nancy Shank. Hello from Live Oak, Florida. All right. I got a lot of family out there in Florida. Thank you for joining me this evening. Tommy2274, thank you. We got Jim backstage. Jim, I'll get with you in a minute. Tree Jerk. Thank you for being here, man. I love that tree work I've been into. I've been milling a lot of white ash. You should check out a video that I have maybe about a month old now. I am going to be putting a bunch of alternative content on this channel in the months ahead. And chainsaw milling is one of the focuses I will be hitting on. Violet Wings, thank you so much. Keeper of the Lists, thank you for being here. Who else we got here this evening? Dragonette Transparency, all right. We got a female auditor in the house. Thank you for being here. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good fight. I know you're in it just as hard as I am and everybody else. Gary Irwin, dude, thank you so much for your services to our country, and thank you for such a warm compliment. I sincerely appreciate that, sir. Mr. Rebar, 15, hello. Peace and grace back to you, sir. Peter O'Keefe. Hey, man, thank you. Thank you. That comment meant a lot to me. I am a very tenacious son of a gun. When I believe in what I'm doing and when I know I'm right, I never stop. I never stop. Jeffrey McMillan, thank you so much for being here, sir. I wish I had some more insight for you, but the information is as limited for you as it is everybody else, including myself. So we can only speculate, right? Coyote Austin, thank you for your audience participation. You were pretty active in the chat tonight. I saw your name come up quite a bit. I do sincerely appreciate your loyal presence here. Bill O'Wrights, yeah, you're another familiar name. I sincerely appreciate you being here this evening, sir. Yeah, some good questions tonight. Thanks for your participation. Who else we got in here? NC Tyrant Hunter. Hey, man. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. Thank you so much for joining me. And the rest of the guys here and gals. Who else we got? Chris Peak. Thank you so much for being here. Making my way down to the bottom. Almost there. Notably, Nova. Thank you so much for being here. Thumbs up to you. Brian Jennings, Bridgeport in the house. Right on. Got a good local fan here. Local listeners, stick with me, man. We got a lot to do here in this state, and I can't do it without you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get alerts when we go live or when we upload new content. I'd sincerely appreciate your loyalty and your support, sir. Best thing to do to support this channel, if you have not done so already, is share the link to this channel, share my content on your social media, talk about what you're seeing here and what you heard here with your friends and your family, get them to tune in, and together we can start making great progress. United, there is little we cannot do. Stephen Mazur, another familiar face, bookstores, all libraries all over the world have put the novel 1984 in the nonfiction section. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm surprised they still carry the book. You know, I'm surprised it's not used to hold up shelving or something for other books. I'm surprised we can even buy it. Lion One, another familiar name. Thank you so much. Let's get to Jim. Jim's been patiently waiting backstage. We're going to add Jim to the stream here. Jim, there are some rules. Don't try to mess with me, man. If you try to porn bomb me or something, I'm going to find out who you are and have you charged. But I am bringing you up here trustingly and lovingly. I suspect you're just a good, loyal fan. But there are some trolls. I got to let everybody know there are some trolls on YouTube that hate people like me. They hate the auditing community, and they do everything they can, whenever they can, to disrupt our work. But without further ado, let's bring Jim on board. Jim, thank you for joining me today. I'd like to know what you thought of what you've seen. I'd like to get your opinions on all of that. And I'd like for you to share with us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into watching the auditing community? What do you do? Are you an auditor yourself? And all that good jazz. So take it away.
No, I'm not an auditor. I'm older. I'm 75. I watch a lot of videos. I've just recently started getting into these live streams, and I have just one question. I think I've already know the answer to the question. Is the reason why you give up your name and address is because you didn't want to get arrested. I realize that, but did you really have to give your name and address and date of birth when you were in that lobby of the courthouse? Did you have to? I mean, I realize that you had to so you wouldn't get arrested, but if waive that part of it, did you have to?
That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. No, absolutely not. Connecticut is not a stop and ID or a stop and frisk state. There are some states where that is practiced, and if a police officer does approach you and says, hey, let me see some ID, you're supposed to give it to him in a stop and ID state. The state of Connecticut is not a stop and ID state, and unless you are suspected of committing a crime, or you have committed a crime, or police believe you are in the middle, in the midst of the commission of a crime, and they are conducting a legal investigation, then you have to ID. Other than that, under no circumstance do you have to ID. So I was not under any legal obligation to provide them any of my information, but under the threat of duress, I had to avoid being arrested.
I agree. I'm in California, so it's not a stop and ID state either. And that's, I listen to so many, Texas, Florida, Illinois, auditors all over. I'm probably subscribed to over 300 auditors, and I listen to a lot of them. And I'm just trying to get a handle on it, and, to find out what you really can and can't do. The auditors here in California, they don't give up their name and address and stuff. So I was just kind of wondering why you did there, but I think I knew you didn't want to get arrested. So that's
that guy. He was definitely going to take me in. You heard him reference. Well, if you're fixing, I said I haven't broken it. Well, you're fixing to break the law now because you're not giving me your name. Like he's going to try to charge me with obstructing an investigation, hindering an investigation, or something like that. But that would be a secondary charge, which is only possible if there's a primary charge, if there was a primary crime, and he didn't have that. But being the way he was, I knew exactly what he was fixing to do, and I had no other choice but to surrender my right, unwillingly, under the threat of duress. And that's why that's why this trooper is in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy's out in California. I imagine you must know SGV News. He's got a great big thing. Yeah, he was one of the first auditors I found in the community and started watching, and he was a great big inspiration. He had less than half of what he has now for subscribers when I first started watching him. He's doing a really good job out there. He's got his own kind of style. He's got the shalamihala, shalamihala. Yeah, I love that guy. And I'm sure the auditing community, given the news that you've just shared, I mean, you must have subscribe to 300 of us or so, you say.
Yes.
We absolutely, I think I could speak for all of us. We absolutely and sincerely thank you for your loyal viewership here, and we love to have you aboard. I'm glad to get you up on panel and just hear what you have to say. Is there any other questions or anything else you'd like to discuss while we have you here?
Not that I could think of. So
right on.
That was
Hey.
my major question. So
Well,
thank you.
thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, you bet. Bye.
All right, folks. Let's see. We'll finger through. Oh, Chuck Bronson in the house. Chuck Bronson. Fire in the house. It's, ladies and gentlemen, it is Chuck Bronson. Chuck, you want to jump up on panel? Tell the people what you've been working on these days? You want to come and hang out with me for a few minutes before I shut this down? Anybody want to get up on panel? Come on now. I'm fired up tonight. I don't really want to cut this off yet. Line one. Anybody got any questions, comments? I would ask you guys to call Troop C State Police. It's 860-896-3200, and leave your voice messages for Trooper Ostrowski, please. Let him know what you think of his performance on June 3rd, and let him know what the people intend to see done about it. I would appreciate that. Again, the number is 860-896-3200. That's Troop C, Tolland, Connecticut. Try and not inundate their phone lines. We don't want to disrupt emergency services. But at your leisure, please give that phone call a number and leave your message for Trooper Ostrowski. What kind of things do you like to record, Stephen? Well, I do a little bit of everything. I'm going to be bringing some comedy to the channel. I'm going to be bringing some craftsmanship to this channel. I'm going to be bringing some art to this channel. I actually do enjoy photography a lot. I don't know how well that'll work out on a video platform, but I may share some photography with you guys. We're going to be milling some lumber. We're going to be building some desks and some tables. We're going to be building shelving. We're going to be auditing police. We're going to be doing cop watching. We're going to do a bunch of things here on this channel. And I hope that you guys enjoy the content. Chuck Bronson in the house.
Offer 2220.
Mr. Bronson, glad to have you aboard, my man.
What's up, man?
So what have you been getting into these days? It's been a minute since I've talked with you. And I've been just so busy. I have not had the pleasure of tuning into your channel as of late. So if you would like, just give everybody a quick update on what you got going on over there. Everybody, if you have not done so already, and you don't know who Chuck Bronson is, well, then, Jesus, I don't know where you've been living, but here we are. We got Chuck Bronson in the house. He is a very avid and active auditor, government accountability activist, whatever you want to call him. He is a hell of an American, a damn good American, and he's really good at what he does. So why don't you share with us a little bit about what you're doing currently and what your plan is tonight? I assume you're going out tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome. Where are we hit? Oh, well, I don't suppose you want to tell, give out your location.
I go out every night in the same damn place. I'm in Fort Myers, Florida right now.
There you go. Fort Myers, Florida, folks. If you want to tune in to the streets of Fort Myers, Florida, you got Chuck Bronson. And he's like, he's probably one of the best Americans out in that area. And he works real hard for accountability and transparency, don't you, Chuck?
Yeah, I try.
Right on.
Well, I've been well, I've been down here for a little bit now. I just got a lot of requests to come down here, and so I've spent a lot more time than I thought I was going to be down here. There's just tyrants everywhere.
Yeah, it's that bad, isn't it?
And they just won't stop. In the last month, I've been pulled over 4 times.
Wow.
For all made up excuses. Typically, like, your license plates are expired. It's kind of the standard go-to.
Oh, sorry.
Shit they try to say.
With the DMV. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And 4 times, maybe 3 weeks, actually. So I haven't put up any of the videos yet. I got to put them up.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
working
gonna
on
say,
it. It's a lot of
presumably
work.
you recorded them.
Well, I run my car with like 8 cameras, and so to try to create a video with 8 different cameras is a lot of work. Syncing audio and getting it all to
post-production.
work.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It sucks. So, but you know, it'll be worth it when they're up. So that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah, just
I'm
you
digging
know,
your avatar, bro. You're it's like a rabid baby crawling out of the.
I guess a bunch of cops. I don't remember where I got it from somewhere. I created it out of something. I don't remember.
No, I think
where it came from.
It looks like something I would allow the cops to beat unlawfully.
It's just what popped up too. I don't even know.
So did you catch my engagement with Trooper Ostrowski in the undercover audit at the
No,
courthouse?
I just came on. I just came on. I just seen you were
I
live.
wish you had caught that.
I'll have to rewind it.
Yeah, he come in hot, hard and fast, and he's in a lot of trouble now. Wait till you hear my conversation with the state's attorney. I'm going to be publishing that sometime tomorrow.
That's cool.
In the courthouse I was arrested in, I went and did a successful First Amendment audit there yesterday, right after I finished in criminal court. There's like a big poster on their goddamn wall, 15 feet away from where they slammed me on the ground and gave me a concussion. There's a big fucking poster right there that says clear as day that you can film from publicly accessible areas. Filming is permitted. I could film the clerks in the course of their duties and inside of the clerk's office and blah, blah, blah. As long as I'm not obstructing or hindering any of the operations of the courthouse, I'm absolutely allowed to be there and film.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
They don't read it. They're standing right next to the rules and they're breaking the rules.
Yeah, they just get stupid.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah, every time I've been pulled over, it's been, within a minute or two after, I finished recording a traffic stop, and they come and retaliate and jump behind you and follow you and pull you over.
Yeah, I would think
It's
you,
like
with so many incidents, you probably have a great means to articulate the retaliatory behavior of these police and then address it.
And that's kind of why I haven't put up any of these videos yet. It's because I got 4 of them so quickly. It's just like, geez, man.
Maybe you'll end up with 12. Give it another couple weeks.
I know. I'm like 4. I mean, 3 is enough to show a pattern, but 4 is even better,
Right. Yeah, I guarantee it'll continue to happen.
And I'm not even expecting it, because I'll do 20 stops and, nothing, and then all of a sudden you just get this one cop that, don't know you or thinks he knows you and, wants a piece. I don't know.
Hey, my state transparency. Thanks for being here, brother. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. Kenny Powders, La Flama Blanca. I really like seeing that name in here, man. I love Eastbound and Down. For those of you who have not seen the HBO series Eastbound and Down, I highly recommend you watch it, man. It is the funniest thing you will see. It's heartbreaking, it's comedic, it's suspenseful, it's everything smashed up into a can of worms, but very entertaining throughout the entire series. Well, maybe season 3 wasn't the best, but seasons 1 and 2 were fire, and I highly recommend you watch those. So yeah, John Denny Cola, thanks for being here. Lee County.
Yep, all of Lee County. That's where I'm at. He knows. It is. It's bad. And like last night or the night before when I got pulled over, I'm in a private property parking lot. I was recording in that parking lot, and then the cops leave. Well, the cops are leaving. They're still blocking the entrance to the parking lot, and so I just kind of pull around in the parking lot and kind of start aiming at the exit and just waiting for them to leave. Well, one of them comes back in, gets behind me. And so I sit there for a second. I'm like, here we go, and I'm showing everybody because I'm live already. And I show everybody, what's going on. This cop's behind me. So I'm like, screw it. I just jump out and I go up to his window and, start reading his computer. And he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm reading your CAD, and and he's like, and he kicks on his lights. He said, "This is a traffic stop," and and he pulls me over on private property. He never even seen me drive, on the public roads. He pulls me over on private property, and yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. And I was out of the car, and he pulls me over and says, "This is a traffic stop. Go get back in your car." and then 10 minutes later, he says, "Get out of the car." Probably 5, but yeah.
Did he go full blown search? I smell an odor. Did they give you full blown search bullshit?
No, I haven't had one do that to me yet. So,
oh, right on.
I'm waiting for it, but
they just want to let you know that they can assert their dominance over you whenever they want. They don't have to go as far as searching.
Pretty much. And then, and he lies and says my shit's expired. And then I call his supervisor out and they say it's expired. And I'm like, well, if it's expired, then I need a summons. I need a ticket and I need a summons to go to court to get this fixed. I said, if my plates are expired, I need a ticket right now. They refused. They refused to give me a ticket. He only gives me a warning because that way there's no court hearing. That way I couldn't go and prove that he's a fucking liar,
Right.
Yeah. So,
I imagine you're going to get pulled over a hell of a lot more. You'll have plenty to show them and demonstrate a pattern with.
I know, it's crazy.
You got some fans in here. You got Northwest Kentucky Audits.
Yep. What's up? Lion, Kenny, John, My State, Stephen, Bill O'Wrights. What's up, everybody?
So this week I'm going to come out. I'm going to come out with the. I got some recorded calls with Connecticut State Police. I'm putting in, the records request for all the body cams and everything like that. They're going to pussyfoot around on that, so I don't imagine I'll have that stuff too quickly. But I do have audio recordings that I'm coming out with this week. My conversation with the state's attorney. I'm going to be calling the deputy chief of Connecticut Marshals tomorrow and the chief. I'm also calling Chief Robinson, who is the direct supervisor of Wanzik and the Marshals in that courthouse located at 69 Brooklyn Street. I'm calling the Judicial Review Board. I mean, there's so much stuff that I have to do, and there's so much stuff I've already done, and I'm slowly going to be sharing it with you as I can. And it's going to be a busy week here. Yeah. So tune in. Don't miss out on all the good information and see what I'm doing. People can learn how to take legal recourse against troopers like Trooper Ostrowski and criminal line clerks like Roy Smith, or court monitors who are forging records, or how to even get a judge off of the bench. I mean, that's going to be a hell of an accomplishment for yeah, right? I mean, it sounds like a pipe dream. People probably don't believe it's true, but you're going to believe it when it happens.
Yeah, people have did it. I mean, Eric Brandt was working on that a lot. I think he got one off.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yep.
I've already made some great strides. Strides as a self-represented party in a family court case. I was able to successfully terminate a guardian ad litem, a GAL, and get one of the judges to recuse herself. I wrote her a nice little letter and told her that if she doesn't do it, I would do it for her.
Nice.
Yeah, and she did. She recused herself.
We got the Indy boys in here. We got Hoosier and Indy.
Yeah, Hoosier's been with us. Hoosier and I had a nice telephone conversation today. He was a little worried. I do have to apologize to any fans who were trying to tune in to the live stream regarding this trooper last night. I totally fell asleep at like 7 o'clock at night, given the stress of all of this family court case and now the criminal element of it that I was facing on Monday, December 3rd. I didn't sleep all night on Sunday. Like I was up all night. And I went to court, and I didn't go home from court on Monday until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I had dinner, hung out with my kids for about a half hour, and literally passed out in my rocker in the living room. Got up at like 9 o'clock, 15 minutes before the live stream, stumbled into the bedroom, passed out until 10 a.m. this morning. So I do apologize for those of you who might have been worried or, like, what the hell happened? Did they arrest him, at court? Did he get booked up again? Like, what the?
Yeah.
Hoosier was trying to contact me, and I sincerely appreciate the concern, Hoosier. So thank you very much. I do apologize to anybody else who was thrown into a loop and a little worried.
It happens. It's good for you too once in a while.
Well, obviously I needed it. If I was lights out from 9 o'clock at night until 10 in the morning, that's a solid 13 hours undisturbed sleep. Obviously my brain needed it. So, but I am feeling a lot better. I'm very positive. The judge, the state's attorney is moving to drop all the charges. She's very concerned with the information I shared in regard to my family court case and the actions of these judges, the illegal actions of these judges. I've kind of told her that she has a responsibility and duty to look into these things and blow the whistle. And it seems like, I mean, I can only be skeptical right now, but it seems like, given the level of interest I piqued in her, that she is going to do the right thing here and possibly help me make some headway. So I'm excited.
Hopefully she does.
Yeah, I'm excited to touch base with her again and get the good news. The case is going to be dropped on January the 4th, and the fight now is just over my property, getting my property back from the state police. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping they smarten up and I have my stuff by the end of the week, because if I don't, it's just going to cost more for them in the long run,
Yeah.
I told the arresting officer, Trooper Davis, today, when I asked for Sergeant Benoit, who is the trooper who put in the invalid warrant application, he wasn't in today. So I let the arresting officer, Trooper Davis, know that each day Sergeant Benoit drags this out, I'm gonna whack him $250,000. So, and I'm gonna let the city attorney know the same thing tomorrow, and maybe that'll light the right fire under their asses, so we can handle this expeditiously.
Yeah.
But that's all I got.
Seems like the just the intent letter works for a lot of people quite a bit of time too.
Right. Yeah, I could always go that route. I'll get a notarized letter of intent, and that'll help. But I'm hoping this phone call will suffice, and they eliminate all these hoops between my property and I as quickly as possible. Just because it's so blatantly obvious that my arrest is illegal.
Yeah.
Like then any search, and I got them on a recorded call saying they're not after. I was like, what probable cause did you have to seize my phone? There's no evidence of what happened on it. The arrest is all live on the internet, and they're not really after any evidence to prove the charges against me. You know what they're after? They said it right on the telephone. I got it recorded.
What?
My metadata. They want my metadata. They want all my passwords. They want all my emails. They want all my contacts. They want all my information from all my different apps and all the shit in my phone. They want my call logs. They want my text. They want metadata.
Yep.
So tell me,
did they get a warrant?
Well, here's the thing. As of Thursday last week, the warrant wasn't signed. Thursday last week is, I'll tell you, the date would have been December 9th. I talked to State Trooper Davis. It was either Wednesday or Thursday, the 8th or the 9th. And he said it hasn't been signed yet. I don't think it's been signed yet. And then I talked to the state's attorney on Monday on the 13th. And she said, and I said, I need to confirm whether or not that's been signed. And I need to talk to the state's attorney who reviewed that warrant application. And I got the state's attorney name. I didn't get to talk to him. And he told the state's attorney that I was talking with that he couldn't remember if it was signed or not because he was so busy last week. So then I called Trooper Davis today and I said, as far as I know, that warrant isn't even signed. And Trooper Davis, I think I caught him in a lie. I got to go back through my previous recordings with him to confirm. But Trooper Davis says, oh, no, it was signed. It was signed on December 3rd. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit because I talked to Trooper Davis between the 5th and the 11th, the week after my arrest, and he was telling me it hadn't been signed yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're not being honest, and even if it was signed, it's all illegal. And what would be in my metadata for the state to prove charges against me? Nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's going to be a big lawsuit for them, and I'm going to sue not just the troop but Sergeant Benoit personally on this one.
Yeah, have you tracked those devices or anything, or do you have any way to track them?
I was tracking it, but when I got home the night after the arrest, I locked the phone down and put a little message on the screen that said, "Boy, you guys are dumb, ain't you?" And then I left the number. I left the number to the Department of Justice below. And
I've heard of people tracking their stuff when the cops take it, and it'll be like at some cop's house and in different things. And so,
oh, really? See, I don't know if I could track it now, because what I did, I had everything on my phone connected to my computer, so I discontinued that connection.
Yeah,
I didn't want them getting into any of my studio shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you've still got your Gmail account on there, you can locate it through Google, your Gmail account.
Right. Oh yeah, let me try that right now. Actually, where's my device?
I think you got to go through Maps
a minute.
I don't remember. Me too.
I haven't checked in like a week. Let's see. Last I knew, the battery was dead and it wouldn't find the phone for me. It's looking for it right now. Contacting device.
It just depends if they got it plugged in and on or not.
Right. I don't think it's been turned on though. When I check, it hasn't been. And that night, like when I got home from being arrested late before I went to sleep, it was at like 10% battery. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually go into it. When I get the phone back, I'm going to bring it to a place where they'll be able to tell if it's been if it's been rummaged through. And if that's the case, like it says it can't reach device. If that's the case, then the lawsuit's going to be a lot higher.
Yep.
So, well, hey man, thanks for joining me. I'm getting kind of tired. I think I gave you guys enough to go with tonight. I think I had a pretty productive night. Tomorrow's going to be a big day too. Stay tuned for all the recorded conversations with the Connecticut State Police and the state's attorney. That'll be coming out tomorrow. I might do the lives. I might go live when I call Chief Robinson, I think his name is. He's the direct supervisor for these guys over at 69 Brooklyn Street. And I think I'll be live when I talk to the deputy chief of all the marshals and the chief of all the marshals in the state of Connecticut. I'll do that live. Apparently, the chief of marshals, the big man, O'Donovan Murphy, is very eager to speak with me, which is kind of funny because I called him last year many times to discuss with him the behavior of the marshals at the Hartford courthouse in my videos from last year. And he's never once returned my phone calls. And now all of a sudden he's dying to speak with me, you know, since my arrest. So it'll be an interesting exchange with him. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. Yeah. We'll do that live, I think, tomorrow. So
you know what time or approximately?
Let's shoot for 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll start making them phone calls.
Okay,
Eastern
I'll be
time.
looking.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Don Low Fat, Chuck Bronson, always a pleasure, sir. Indie News on the Street. Thanks for being here. Everybody.
Later, everybody.